Hey, what's up? Kelly Thundercloud. Okay. I want to talk to you about a certain phrase called acting white. Okay. Acting white refers to African Americans who want to better themselves by doing very well in school and getting a good job and, going to college, graduating, things like that. This term is used by other African Americans who think that all African Americans should be, thugs and ghetto kind of people. So apparently, they, think that you have to act black. Well, okay, let's go to the definition of black. What does black mean? That's what black means. This. Black is the absence of reflection of light. So our pupils are black because all the light goes through our eyes, through our pupils. That's why our pupils are black. My hat is black because my hat absorbs all the rays of light, every wavelength of light it absorbs. Now, excuse me, this is white because it reflects every wavelength of light. That's the difference between black and white. This, my skin color, it's kind of peachy. It's not really white. And African Americans' skin color is kind of brown. It's not really black. So why are they black and why are we white? It's not like this night and day difference between us. It's just they're a little darker. We're a little lighter. That's it. And you know what? Do you know that the gene is just like one tiny little gene that determines whether you're this color or a little darker or a little lighter or, Okay, it's like being a blonde or a brunette. I mean, there's a bunch of shades of hair color. I'm not going to say, oh, you're a blonde. I don't want to speak to you because you're a blonde and I'm a brunette. I mean, is that stupid to you? To not talk to somebody or think they're worse than you or whatever because they're different hair color? Alright, hair and skin have the same proteins in them. So, I mean, what possibly could be so bad about a different skin tone? It's all the same thing. They just have more pigment in their skin if they're darker and less if we're lighter. So, I mean, what really makes this, big difference between, Caucasians and African Americans and Hispanics and Native Americans? Alright, racism is not really about skin color. I think it's more about culture. Okay, it's true that many African Americans tend to live in inner cities and are uneducated and kind of live on the streets and stuff. It is also true that many Caucasians tend to be doctors and lawyers and rich people. It just happens to be that way. But, it could have been the other way, right? It could have been the other way around. What if the Africans came to this country first and took the Europeans as slaves? Hey, it could have happened that way, right? It just, things could have been different and it could have happened that way. Or then it'd be the opposite. But, you know, it doesn't matter. Your skin color doesn't make you who you are. You know what makes you who you are is your personality. So if you're an African American and you want to go to college and you want to get a fantastic job, fantastic career, and make a lot of money, be high class, be, you know, fulfill your dreams, go right ahead. You know? Go right ahead. And if you're Caucasian and you want to just be a bum, I wouldn't encourage it, but go be a bum. You know, if you want to just live, you know, like that, I ain't stopping you. But my point is, it's not your skin color that tells you who you are, it's who you are inside. When I was a little girl, I used to always put wet sand all up and down my arms when I was like on the beach or something. Because I thought that the dark skin color looked so cool. And I pretended I was from Africa. I mean, not that I really cared, but I just thought it was cool. So, like I said, it's culture, it's not skin color. If you want to say act white, instead of using skin color in there, and white isn't even a skin color, right? White's a hair color after you get old. You know, peach is a skin color. Brown is a skin color. Tan is a skin color. We're not black and white. We're different shades of pigment. You know, when I'm in the sun, I start to tan and I get darker. Oh, I just darken my skin. Be racist against me. Well, whatever. So, instead of saying act white, say act educated, or act high class or something. Don't say act white, and don't say act black either. Say act ghetto, act like a thug, you know, something like that. There's no race that should be brought in there. There's no skin color that should be brought in there. Only culture. And we should respect all cultures too. Right? Because everybody's different, everybody's unique, and, you know, a lot of people tend to group with other ways of living. So respect all cultures, and respect everybody for who they are. Not what their genes made them look like, who they are inside. It's a simple concept, and yet people just totally don't get it. Alright, you heard me. It's easy. And you're really, really stupid if you can't get that concept in your head. So F off if you're going to call somebody a name just because of what their DNA put in their skin.